Okay guys, how you doing? It's Paul here, Paul Koshos, Liverpool personal trainer, and today I'm just going to go through a quick workout and is specific for women who are interested in using the partners or the hubby's weights at home, okay? And the thing is that if you want to change the shape of your body, you have to do some weight training, okay? Or some resistance training. And I know that a couple of women tell me that they look at the partner's weights at home and are dying to use them, but you just don't know how to use them or what to do with them, okay? So I'm just going to go through a couple of exercises, what you can do with the dumbbell, just one dumbbell, and if you feel that the dumbbell is going to be too heavy for you, okay? You know, a lot of people have, certainly since this lockdown, a lot of people have bought weights, a lot of women have bought weights, and have bought light weights, and that's brilliant. But if, as I say, if you've got a partner or a hubby, and he's got some weights, heavier weights, and you want to use them, I'm just going to go through some options with you, okay? So let's just presume that you've done a warm-up, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate with, this is a 4.5 kilogram dumbbell, okay? And the movements that I'm going to do now, or the exercises I'm going to do now, I think you'll be able to do them with about a 7.5 or a 10 kilogram dumbbell. You could be able to do them with a 12 kilogram dumbbell, okay? If you went lighter than that, I think the weights would be too light, okay? So as I say, I'm putting this video together in case your partner or your husband, or your son even, has got some weights at home, you look a bit heavy, and you want to use them. So a couple of options. So the first one, we'll hold a dumbbell at the top of the head there, okay? You'll take your feet wider than shoulders and you'll point the toes out, okay? Now keep the chest up, shoulders back, and you'll squat and push up through the heels and come back. Now, keep the back as upright as you can. Squeeze the bottom at the top. Now when you start leaning more forward, okay, the stress is going away from the thighs and your bottom and is going towards your lower back, okay? So you're going to squat down and keep that back straight. If you're trying to go lower and your chest is coming forward, then you're going down too low, okay? So keep the back straight. Keep the back straight, head up. Push through the heels. Squeeze the bottom at the top. Okay. Now, that'll work in a thigh as well as your bottom, okay? So because you're putting your toes out, the adductors, the muscle groups inside the thigh, they're going to start taking some stress, okay? So for that, you know, 15 reps. If you feel that the weight is too light, or you're doing that comfortably, you can work towards 20-25 repetitions 3 times or 3 sets, okay? So from that, and we're doing that first because it slightly warms up the muscles in the back, okay? So from there, we'll go on to a rowing movement, which will target the upper outer back around the broad area, okay? Now, I've got a bench here. You don't have to use a bench. You can lean against something, okay? So I'm going to put left knee on the bench, left palm on the bench, there, okay? As I said, you could lean against something if it was available, if you were training outside or in a shed or in a spare room at home, okay? You can lean against something. You don't need a bench to do this exercise. So take the dumbbell, make sure my back's flat, okay? I'm going to pull it towards my waist and back. So the dumbbell is going to be in front of my eye line, and I'll pull it towards the waist. So I'm here, I'm going to breathe in, blow. Now keep the back flat. Don't twist your upper body, because the stress of the exercise, rather than targeting the back, will go towards another area, okay? So keep the back flat, towards the waist. The elbow stays tucked in. So breathe in, blow, breathe in, blow, breathe in, blow, breathe in, blow, okay? So feel the shoulder blades moving towards the spine and back. The elbow stays tucked in, okay? Now, another teaching point when I see people do back exercises is what they do is they'll curl the hand as they're pulling up the dumbbell, okay? What happens then is the forearm takes all the stress, and that area will fatigue before the back, okay? You have to keep the elbow tucked into the body, because if it comes out like that, then the bicep will start taking some stress, okay? So the elbow stays tucked in. The fist or the grip stays in that position. Breathe in, blow, breathe in, blow, breathe in, blow, okay? So again, I would do round about 15 repetitions. If you're doing that comfortably, then you can add on maybe another 5 or another 10 repetitions, okay? 3 sets, that'll be enough, okay? So you go to the right side, then the left side, and if you've got a 10 kilogram dumbbell at home or a 12 or something like that, I think you'll be able to do that, okay? So the next exercise now, so as I say, that previous one there just targets the muscle groups of the upper back, okay? So the next one we'll do a dumbbell pull over. So now, the top of the head here of the dumbbell, you put the palm against that. You can actually do this lying down. You don't need to be you don't need to be on the bench. You can do it lying down, okay? So I sit on the end of the bench. I put the dumbbell on the thigh. I take the palm and I put it on the head of the dumbbell there. Okay? I lie back. I take it into my chest and I extend. Okay? So the dumbbell is right in front of your chest here. Okay? I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to lower. And I'm going to breathe out and push up. So breathe in, lower. Breathe out, push up. When you finish, take your dumbbell into the chest and sit up, okay? Now, when you're taking a dumbbell back, okay, just keep the arms just a tiny bit bent at the elbow, okay? Now, if the arm is bending like this as you're taking it back, and then you lengthen it out, what will happen is is the triceps will start taking some stress, okay? So keep the arms slightly bent at the elbow, okay? Take the dumbbell right above the chest, breathe in, lower, breathe out, push up, okay? That'll work the muscle groups of the upper back. Some old bodybuilding books that I've got at home will say that it works the rib cage, it extends the rib cage, it works the serratus muscles here of the chest, okay? So, you know, you'll get a bit of a chest workout from that as well, okay? That's an exercise that you can do lying down. As I say, you don't need a bench. A 10 kilogram dumbbell, you could do that with a 10 or a 12 kilogram dumbbell, even a 7.5 kilogram dumbbell, okay? Keep the arms locked in a position. Don't be bending and extending at the elbow, because the triceps will start taking the stress, and we're using that to work the muscle groups of the upper back, okay? So for the last one, we go back to lower back, okay? Your thighs will get a bit of a workout here as well, and your bottom, okay? So almost like the first exercise, the first position that we were in. So this time I'm going to bring the feet shoulder width apart, stomach in, chest up, shoulders back. You take the dumbbell, you reach to the shins, push through the heels and come back up. Okay, so this is a deadlift movement, okay? Push through the heels. Now when you come up to the top, get the chest up, shoulders back. Here, bending the knees slightly, stick your bottom out. Get the chest up, shoulders back at the top. Okay? So that's a deadlift movement. You'll be able to do that again with the weights that I've suggested, 7.5, 10 or 12. Okay, 15 reps. Again, if you want to do more to 20 or 25, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so there is 4 exercises that you can do if your partner or your husband or whoever has got some heavy weights at home and you're interested in using one of them or some of them. Okay, 4 exercises what you can do with a heavyish or heavy dumbbell if you're a female. Okay, so we've done a squat targeting inner thighs. We've done a rowing movement which will target the muscle groups of the upper back, the broad area. Then we've done a pullover exercise which will target the muscle groups of the upper back, slightly chest. The triceps will get a bit of a workout from that as well. And we've just finished off with a squat with a deadlift. Okay, that'll work the core, the glutes, and lower back and thighs. Okay, so guys, as always, I hope that helps. And any questions or any issues or any feedback, please put it in the comments below or shoot me a message. Okay, thank you.